I didn't want to physically die, but I just didn't want to feel anything.
A family nearly ripped apart by suicide. Now they're telling their story to save lives.
Plus, Walmart and Kroger shoppers, listen up. A reported salmonella outbreak is in our area. What the CDC wants you to know tonight.
There's cleanliness issues.
They do a terrific job.
Two sides to every story. Why protesters are demanding change for their canine.
This is 13 ABC Action News with Diane Larson and Lee Conklin.
And as we come on the air tonight, we want to start with our weekend forecast.
So much going on in the area. The Hens on a home stretch right now. Tim McGraw, Faith Hill playing the Huntington Center for a second night later tonight. And the White House Cherry Fest happening this weekend as well.
And 13 minutes of nonstop news kicks off. Chief Meteorologist Jay Burschbeck. Jay.
And the Blessed Sacrament Festival continues as well. So there's so much going on in the weather. Not completely dry for either Saturday or Sunday. Let's start with tonight, though. Here's Doppler radar. We dried out nicely, so a lot of plans that were dampened earlier this afternoon dried up for the evening. That complex of storms now down to our southeast and weakening south of Columbus. But westward, all kinds of green on the map from Wisconsin to Illinois to Indiana, and that's part of that front that'll be wobbling through the area the next couple of days. So your weather headlines, weekend showers still possible. We'll time those in a moment. Northeast wind, a big variable in our forecast, and it will warm back up next week after cooling down a little bit for the weekend. We'll have the details in your 7-day forecast when I come back.
Two celebrities, chef and author Anthony Bourdain and handbag designer Kate Spade, died within days of each other after taking their own lives. Shock, sadness, and sorrow has rippled through their families and fans.
And for some in the area, seeing the stories on the news and social media hits very close to home.
You know, think of your own family or social circle, and chances are someone you know or love has died by suicide or attempted it.
And new this hour, 13 ABC's Michaela Marshall introducing you to a family who knows the impact of suicide all too well. Michaela.
Yeah, that's right, Lee and Diane. I spent some time with a young woman who attempted suicide as a teenager, and she's hoping that her story will help someone struggling right now. Alexis Hassel just graduated from Penta Career Center with a GPA above a 4.0. Saturday is her graduation party. The theme, Finding Dory, just keep swimming. That phrase resonates with Hassel. It encourages her to keep going.
When Dory says just keep swimming, that just kind of stuck with me, with everything I've been through. I just pushed forward, I just kept swimming.
Hassel admits to struggling at times.
It was just all going downhill. I felt like there was no going up again.
2 years ago, she attempted to take her life.
I took multiple handfuls of pills, and then I was scared. I didn't want to physically die, but I just didn't want to feel anything.
Hassel's mother, Candy Phillips, has lost more than one person to suicide. Her long-term boyfriend, her friend's husband, her friend's son, and she almost lost her daughter. Just 2 weeks later, another loss.
One of her best friends died by suicide just a few weeks after her attempt. And that also helped heal her because she saw what everybody went through when we lost her friend.
When it comes to her daughter, Phillips says there were warning signs.
Alexis 2 years ago was very quiet and started to withdraw and wasn't interested in the things she had held dear to her prior to that.
But now, Hassel is excited for her future.
Today, she's giggly, happy-go-lucky, and goal-oriented.
Both Hassel and Phillips want those struggling to just keep swimming.
It does get better. I know it doesn't feel like it, but it really, really does get better.
I am very proud of her. She has overcome a lot. That's a lot for any person to overcome.
They've turned hopelessness into hope. This mother-daughter duo volunteers at the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and Hassel is a student ambassador for the Lucas County Suicide Prevention Coalition. Lee?
All right, Michaela, thank you. We also sat down with the coordinator for the Lucas County Suicide Prevention Coalition earlier today to talk about prevention. She says the stigma, mental illness really plays a huge role.
One of the things we're trying to do is, mainstream mental health by saying brain health, because when you say brain health, people think organ. When you say mental illness, people think crazy.
And there are resources out there available if you know someone who's really struggling. You can call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. The number is right here at 1-800-273-8255, or you can use the crisis hotline by texting the word HOME to 741741. We'll have more local resources on 13abc.com.
New tonight in our health alert, the FDA and CDC are reporting a salmonella outbreak tied to pre-cut melon, and it's made several people in our area sick.
That's right. State health departments in Ohio and Michigan confirming with 13ABC tonight that the pre-cut melon was sold at Walmart and Kroger stores in both states, as well as Indiana, Illinois, and Missouri. The Ohio Department of Health says one person has been hospitalized, a 73-year-old woman from Hancock County. State couldn't tell us where she bought the melon, but the Hancock County Health Department is investigating. Meanwhile, if you have recently bought pre-cut melon from Walmart or Kroger, including fruit salad mixed with melon, you're urged not to eat it and to throw it away if you can.
And now to a follow-up on a story that we've been following all week. The city of Sandusky says it's received a lot of questions and phone calls about the families affected by that massive illegal immigration raid conducted by ICE. This was at Corso's Flower and Garden Center earlier this week. The city tells 13ABC that any family members impacted that are seeking help or legal representation can contact Advocates for Basic Legal Equality, or ABLE. It also says St. Paul Roman Catholic Church in Norwalk is working closely with ABLE to directly help families of those in custody. On Saturday, ABLE's planning a benefit at Walbridge Park in Toledo for the children of those in custody. It's asking for donations for children's clothing, shoes, toiletry items, and snacks. If you'd like to attend, it runs from 8 in the morning until noon.
Meantime, leaders at Corso's Flower Shop and Garden Center are finally speaking out about what happened on Tuesday. In a statement, Corso's tells 13ABC today that if anyone used false, fraudulent, or otherwise disingenuous identification documents, they were not aware of it at all. Corso's going on to say it's fully complying with the investigation, adding it strives to be fair and honest with its employees and demands proper documentation from anyone looking to be employed there.
The future of Toledo St. Anthony Catholic Church still up in the air, but now another meeting called to work out an answer. The Catholic Diocese has invited the Lucas County Land Bank, Toledo's mayor, and Congresswoman Marcy Kaptur to talk about the property and possible donation of it to the land bank. Now that comes on the heels of a previous meeting aimed at avoiding demolition and back and forth negotiations. This next meeting is set for Tuesday, June 12th.
Okay, we can safely say it was not a fluke. The NBA Finals are in the books, and the Cavaliers swept at home by the defending champion Golden State Warriors, now going back-to-back again.
And for the latest, we go to Quicken Loans Arena live to Joe Nugent. Joe.
Diane, emotions are running high here, both ends of the spectrum. As you can imagine, this is a wonderful time for the Warriors. Many of their friends and family still hanging out by the bench down there in the corner. For the Cavs, this is tough. Not only to get swept, but to lose by 23 points at home, not good. They did briefly take the lead in the second quarter, but again, the third quarter, the difference, Golden State put it away by outscoring the Cavs by a dozen points. And now we look at yet another off season with a ton of questions. Of course, the big one, LeBron James, if you're a Cavs fan and you're hoping that he's going to stick around, this could be a good sign. When he did walk off the floor right after the game, he did keep his jersey on, unlike what happened in Boston 8 years ago. So we will see. That answer will come in about 3 weeks when free agency begins in the early July 1st, actually. So we'll have much more coming up from the Q. We'll hear from Ty Lue talking about his best player, number 23, Ty Lue, and much more coming up in sports. We'll see you then.
All right, Joe, thanks. Well, some Bowling Green dog lovers protested for change today. The group, calling itself the Wood County Canine Alliance, is at odds with the county dog warden. It claims the pups at the pound don't get enough playtime and too many dogs are sent off to rescues. 13ABC's Ben Cathy talked with the dog warden boss and some of the picketers, and he's live now with both sides. Ben?
And Diane, protesters fired off a list of demands to the Wood County commissioners, but County Administrator Andrew Calmar said the dog warden is doing a terrific job.
We've made considerable progress at the dog shelter in the last, I'll say, 6 or 7 years.
There's cleanliness issues, there's volunteer issues to take the dogs out, walk them, interaction, comfort.
Wood County's administrator says the dogs are now getting more time outside following demands from these activists.
Our staff is small, but by making some small changes in hours of our part-time kennel worker, we can give them more time to walk dogs.
But they need more help. Organizer Connie Donald says she tried to lend a hand 5 years ago.
My very first day of volunteering there, I was reprimanded for giving a dog a bed.
Protesters say dog warden Andrew Snyder is too quick to call a dog aggressive, which means they could be sent to a rescue.
So a dog that jumps up and scratches because the owners didn't train the dog isn't an aggressive dog.
What the county says, it has a responsibility not to adopt out dangerous dogs.
To make sure that we are doing things that minimize liability to the county.
These shelters use a term called the live release rate, and so far this year, Wood County actually has a much higher percentage of those live release dogs, 91%, compared to Lucas County at 78%.
So it's better than Lucas? Nice. It's good to know.
Lisa Kerr brought her toy fox terrier Jax to the picket line. She says other groups have no trouble finding volunteers.
I don't know the criteria for being a volunteer at the dog pound. Humane Society seems to have plenty.
Kalmar recruits other county employees from next door to come help out.
To see if people would come and walk a dog on their lunch hour or before or after work.
But there's still demand. In Bowling Green for 13 ABC, I'm Ben Cathy.
A number of Toledo public pools open for the summer. Later today, Pickford, Wilson, and Jamie Farr pools scheduled to open. They'll open at noon, close around 6 p.m. The first 1,000 kids will swim for free, but for others, pools are $1 for children 12 and under and $2 for those who are 13 and older. The use of the splash pad is free.
New tonight, here's a look ahead at what's in tomorrow or today's edition of the Blade News Slide. The Blade's Kyle Rowland catching up with former NASCAR driver, former Indy 500 champion, Sam Hornish of Defiance. While Sam is done racing, he says he's not retired just yet. And if you need some convincing to check out Wicked at the Stranahan, the Blade has a review of the Broadway hit for you. You can read more about these and other stories in the Blade's News Slide app, in the paper, and on the web at ToledoBlade.com.
A small local drive-in theater is hitting it big by making the top 10 amazing drive-in movie theaters in the U.S. WatchMojo.com listed the Field of Dreams Theater at number 8. That theater was built in the backyard of the Saunders family off of One Lane Road in Liberty Center back in 2007. The family added another screen in 2009. Drive-in also features outdoor games and putting.
Nice. Eyes in the Sky are better known today as drones. TAM, formerly known as Toledo Aerial Media, displaying its best views from their recent projects. The acclaimed Art at Altitude exhibit coming back to the area after receiving a lot of interest last year. The gallery, unique and features 40 large images from Northwest Ohio and all across the country. Toledo-based company says the photos have been taken over the course of a year and a half.
Our big thing with this gallery is showing people unique perspectives. So every room, there's a sports-related room, there's a out west related room, there's a tropical related room, and then there's of course sections with local.
And the gallery opened today, runs until September. Admission, well, there is no admission. It's free.
Yay.
Yeah.
Want to send it back over to Jay for our 13-hour forecast. Jay?
Well, keep the umbrella handy for tomorrow. It's not going to rain all day, but the chance of rain is there, especially into the afternoon. We start off in the 60s. We rise up in the mid-70s, but it will be cooler near the lakeshore, warmer. Then more and more you head south. Even a chance to hit the 80s in a few locations. We'll time out the latest rain shower activity on Predictor. Also talk about the weekend details and next week in your 7-day when I come back after the break.
And still ahead on Action News tonight, a grim search. A woman missing, fears grow that she's the victim of a gator attack.
Lemonade Legal Aid. Who's coming to the defense of kids in their lemonade stands? And a little later.
Yeah, something called the Deep Note, like never heard before until now, and it's playing to mixed reviews.
We are back in just 30 seconds.
The autographs, a cap and gown, the honors that you've earned, a future that looks bright because of everything you learned, a smile that says you've made it.
Hey, all of Ohio salutes our graduating seniors. I've got a couple myself. You're Ohio's future, and we wish you the best. Congratulations.
You're the best of the class this year.
Now, 13 ABC First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Jay Burschbach.
And welcome back, everyone. Good morning. No rainfall on Doppler radar for tonight, but we are looking off to the west and parts of Indiana. Storms out there are going to hold together, and right now the highest chance for those to hit will be south of Highway 6. Areas like Findlay, Areas like Lima, a better chance to see this batch of moisture. But if you look farther upstream, back over Lake Michigan, over Wisconsin and Illinois, more showers here. We have a very moist atmosphere the next 2 days, and because of that, cannot completely remove the chance of rain. So as mentioned before the break, keep the umbrella handy. How about your numbers today? It was a warm day, 83 the high, 62 your low. Now the airport only got 1/100th of an inch of rain. Much heavier rain down to our south from Henry County through Wood County into Wyandotte County. We'll show you that in a second. Why not just show it now? Puddle Ducky, he's up late tonight with you folks, and where you see the green, those areas up to an inch of rain this afternoon, and our heaviest rain right about there. The county line between Seneca County and Wyandotte County. Doppler estimates of 2 to 3 inches from today. As far as the current temperature, still warm out there. Feels like July, doesn't it? We're at 67. Winds are calm, dew point 63, and temperatures still very warm, mid to upper 60s, if not the lower 70s. Let's time out the rain for tomorrow with Predictor. Now that first batch of rain kind of dives to our south. This may be underdone a little bit. You see a hint of green down near Findlay and Ottawa and Paulding. What's out west of us may come through between about 3 and 6 a.m. So could see another ½ inch of rain. Beyond that, here's 12, showers reforming. Here's 3 o'clock as the showers continue to blossom. And then throughout the afternoon, there are your scattered showers. Notice there are dry spots between the greens. So if you're at a field or something in Defiance, or a baseball field in Bryan, soccer field in Toledo, a chance to get in between these showers and at least get some of that activity in before the skies open up once again. 9 p.m. more showers on the map into Sunday. And after a lull overnight into the morning, we see some more showers popping up, but still watching that northeast breeze may hold much of the rain down to the south and west. Our latest timeline for weekend rain, still peaking during the afternoon tomorrow, a 60 to 70% chance of rain, a little bit lower, but there as we go into Sunday afternoon. High temperatures tomorrow, mid 70s, high temperatures on Sunday in the lower 70s, so a little below average. Tonight's low 63, mild with an isolated shower. Better chance of rain towards sunrise for the southern half of the area. Tomorrow's high 74. You can see the icons, some rain chances throughout the day. East winds 5 to 10. Sunday's high 72. Chance of showers. Dry Monday, dry Wednesday, and dry Friday of next week. But watch for more showers Tuesday and Thursday. And notice high temperatures. They rise back up into the 80s for Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So if the air conditioner's been getting a workout lately, a little break for the weekend, but might need to turn that back on by the middle of next week.
Yeah, and a little bit of rain to fall.
A little bit. We all have to deal with it. So just when you wake up, we'll be on the air, dark and early, as we say, and with the latest information to help you get around the showers that we are expecting.
All right, Jay, thanks.
Okay. Still ahead on Action News tonight. Touchscreen technology popular and very profitable for the Golden Arches.
And how one woman gave back and saved lives decades after her death, her story, and something else now honored at the Smithsonian.
First, a look at tonight's winning lottery numbers. Good luck.
On Thursday, June 14th, if you donate blood, you could have the time of your life. Come to the All-American Blood Drive at the Great Lakes Rental Event Center. Donors will receive a free ticket to a Cedar Fair theme park of their choice. Find more info at ToledoMe.com.
The fetal heart rate had dropped to a dangerous level, causing a lack of oxygen to the child's brain. A C-section would have prevented the child's cerebral palsy. Discover the truth. Call 1-800-ELK, Ohio. ELK and ELK, experienced in birth injury cases.
Now, don't forget to let Muffin out.
I won't.
Take my jeans out of the dryer in 15 minutes.
I will.
All right. I'll be back soon.
This is what can happen if you buy the wrong mattress.
No.
Honey, I'm home.
So, buy the right mattress. Denver Mattress. The easiest way to get the right mattress.
In a post-industrial city like Toledo, Ohio, I think we have many forgotten neighborhoods, communities that were built around manufacturing centers. Those neighborhoods aren't being met with the resources that they need, and I think that's why it's so important to have an organization like the Fair Housing Center who will stand up and advocate for those without a voice to make sure that all the needs of the community are being met. I never knew the Fair Housing Center had so much impact.
Don't face housing discrimination alone. Call or visit ToledoFHC.org to learn more.
Thousands of people are injured or killed in motorcycle accidents each year. We've handled many of these cases, and the impact on families is devastating. Look twice and save a life is more than just a slogan. I'm an attorney with Gallon, Tackus, Boysen, Alton, Schaefer. Call us. We can help.
Create the perfect family fun space at Inside Out's Outer Peace sales event. All above-ground pools and spas come with 12 months same as cash. Get a 24-foot complete pool package, not $39.95, now just $19.95 or $43 per month. All floor model spas are discounted up to 30, even 50% off. Save hundreds, even thousands on truckloads of new in-stock 2018 model spas from $29.95 or $64 per month. Only at Inside Out.
I was going to go to school for nursing when I got in the wreck. I was 18. I didn't think that would ever happen to me.
Accidents happen, good weather or bad. And those insurance companies are still trying to take advantage of the little guy.
If I ever hear of anybody having something wrong, I'll be like, call.
Search continues at a pond at a Florida park. Amid fears, a woman was attacked by an alligator and dragged into the water. Witness says the woman was walking two dogs, then reports later seeing the dogs barking by the water, but no woman. One of the dogs was hurt, and while the witness didn't see an alligator, troopers say they did spot one in the pond.
From our Washington Bureau tonight, a woman whose stolen DNA changed modern medicine is now being honored at our nation's capital. Henrietta Lacks was just 31 years old when she died of cervical cancer. But before she died, doctors removed a tumor and discovered her cells kept replicating. Scientists did not ask permission to use her cells, but they eventually helped researchers develop the polio vaccine, chemotherapy, in vitro fertilization, and many, many other treatments. Now, many of us learned her story via the 2010 book, The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks, and now she's being honored with a painting in the Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery. The portrait's on display there until November 4th.
Expect to see more touchscreen kiosks at McDonald's. The fast food giant plans to install those devices at thousands of stores across the country. Part of the reason, larger orders. The CEO says people tend to order more items from kiosks than from employees at registers. The goal here is to have those in all U.S. stores by 2020.
We've heard the stories of police shutting down a kid's lemonade stand for operating without a business license or a permit. Now a lemonade maker is doing something about it. Country Time Lemonade says it will provide legal aid, essentially paying for the kids' permits and tickets up to $60,000. Country Time says this will help entrepreneurial kids break through the government bureaucracy.
Up to 60 grand.
Yeah, legal aid, ADE, like lemonade. Yeah, it doesn't work when you say it. You got to see how it's spelled. Well, if you've been to the movies sometime in the last 30 years, you've probably heard the iconic THX Deep Note, certifying the movie you're about to see has crystal clear audio quality.
But you probably, or you have never heard it like this. Let's send me to the bathroom. The YouTube musician arranged an a cappella version of the Deep Note, recorded himself singing all 30 parts of it, able to do this after THX released the sheet music for the Deep Note.
Oh, that is fantastic. Sports is next. We'll go back to Cleveland for post-game reaction. Stick around.
Northwest Ohio has an increasing need to feed the hungry. Families are being forced to make tough choices between paying for food for their family to paying for utilities and shelter. Join 13 ABC and our Hope for the Hungry food drive, where every dollar donated is turned into 4 meals. Please donate non-perishable food items at one of these drop-off locations, and you can make a difference today.
Hope for the Hungry is made possible thanks to our community partners, Toledo Northwest Ohio Food Bank, Cedar Point, and Dave White Chevrolet.
No matter what the season, it's always a great time to come downtown for a bite to eat, whether it's hot or there's a chill in the air. Downtown has so much to offer. Food, fun, and a great time are always in the forecast.
Your experience, your story, your Toledo Me.
I'm Jay Birchback, and that's my Toledo Me.
I came to Dr. Finley because I had broken a tooth. I made an appointment, and I didn't smile for 3 days. I came here on the 3rd day. My tooth was fixed, and my smile was back. I don't think I stopped smiling for 5 days.
If you're tired of hiding your smile, why don't you give my office a call for a free consultation? I want you to realize a smile is priceless. And if you're satisfied with your smile, you're going to feel good about yourself.
They just didn't let me know it was going to be magic. And it was magic.
Here you go, little guy. A cockroach can survive submerged underwater for 30 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Not getting in today. Not on my watch.
Pests never stop trying to get in. At Terminix, we never stop working to keep them out. That's what makes us America's leading pest and termite control provider, because we do whatever it takes to stop them in their tracks. For a free pest estimate, call 1-800-763-4538. Take action to protect your home today. And if pests ever do come back, so will we. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. For a free pest estimate, call 1-800-763-4538 or visit Terminix.com. Terminix, defenders of home.
13 ABC Action Sports brought to you by Marco's Pizza. Now, 13 ABC Action Sports with BCSN. Here's Sports Director Justin Feldkamp.
Hi there, everyone. Cavs and Warriors, Game 4 of the NBA Finals. The question, would the season end tonight with the Warriors sweep? The Cavs facing elimination for the 4th time this postseason. First half, Cavs in transition. LeBron James takes the feed from J.R. Smith and dunks it down. Cavs with the lead, but that was short-lived. Steph Curry went off tonight. He hit the long-range three. Cavs down 9 at the half. Then another bad third quarter for Cleveland. The Cavs just didn't have any fight. Maybe they didn't have anything left in the tank. Kevin Durant had a triple-double, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists. Curry scores 37. With 4 minutes to go, LeBron subbed out. Cavs lose 108-85. The Warriors are NBA champs for the 3rd time in 4 years. Joe Nugent rejoins us live from inside the Q with more. Joe?
Justin, it took everything the Cavs had just to stay close through that first half, and it looked like LeBron James was a little off, and there's some news here from Brian Windhorst, who reports that LeBron actually punched a blackboard after that frustrating loss in Game 1. He also underwent 2 different MRIs and continued to fight through it, continued to play through it, but LeBron not himself the last 3 games, and here's his head coach, Ty Lue, on the Cavs MVP.
To give everything you got in your 15th season, play all 82 games, probably one of the greatest playoff runs that we'll ever see from an individual. To carry this team the way he did all season and leading by example, it's just a testament to his character and who he is as a person and as a player. He's a bad boy.
This is the first sweep in the finals since 2007, a series that also ended right here in Cleveland at Quicken Loans Arena. Cavaliers up against the San Antonio Spurs. So it's the end of the series, it's the end of the playoffs, it's the end of the season. Is it the end of LeBron in Cleveland? We should have an answer here in the next 3 weeks. We'll see. Back to you.
That is the story in the NBA for all summer long. All right, thank you, Joe. It is race weekend at Michigan International Speedway. The Zamongo 200 ARCA race tonight. Sheldon Creed from California took the lead on lap 37, never let it go. He wins his first career ARCA race, retakes the season points lead. The Xfinity Series race is tomorrow at 1:30. NASCAR Cup qualifying, Kurt Busch will be on the pole. He at 203 miles per hour, turning a 2-mile lap in 35 seconds. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano in the top 5. Sunday's Cup race starts at 2 o'clock. Finish up with baseball. Indians and Tigers, first and second place in the division, head-to-head in Detroit this weekend. Great pitching matchup. Michael Fulmer and Trevor Bauer. Bauer went 8 innings and struck out 12 on 113 pitches. Fulmer allowed just 1 run in 7 innings. This one was a 1-1 game in the top of the 9th, and then take a look. Jason Kipnis, boom, crushing a 3-run homer off Shane Green. Indians win 4-1. These same 2 teams will play tomorrow at Comerica Park at 4 o'clock, and Fifth Third Field downtown. The Mud-Hens lost to Norfolk 3-1.
All right, so much going on, Justin. Thanks much. Back in just a minute.
Coming up tonight on 13 ABC. Sponsored by Neville Shank Holland, your neighborhood funeral and cremation services.
Reliance Propane and Fuel Oil has been family owned and operated since 1932. We deliver propane, diesel, and gasoline to your home, business, or farm. We do more than just provide propane and oil. Come in and see our showroom featuring gas and charcoal grills, gas logs, fireplaces, and inserts. Reliance carries Weber, Napoleon, and Broil King grills and a large selection of built-in grills for your dream outdoor kitchen. Plus, we fill propane and CO2 tanks 7 days a week. We do it all, sales, service, and installation. Come see us in our showroom today.
Fallon Fodder started as a dream. A way to bring something new and original to our home and introduce Toledo to all the fantastic things going on in our own backyard. We are Fallon Fodder, and we want to say thank you.
Taylor Automotive and Buckeye Broadband presents the Blaze 35th Northwest Ohio Rib-Off, Thursday, August 16th. R&B funk sensation Morris Day. August 17th, singer-songwriter Michael McDonald takes the stage. On the 18th, country sensation Lee Brice. And the 19th is Family Day with local and national award-winning ribs. Tickets at Stranahan Theater Box Office, all Tire Man locations, Buckeye Broadband, or etix.com.
Right now at the Furniture Row Save on Style event, when you buy any dining table, you save 10% on all this. Buy any sofa and save 10% on all this. Buy any bed and save 10% on all this. And get a 10% off coupon for Denver mattress. That's right, buy any dining table, sofa, or bed and save 10% on furniture and decor to complete the room. Plus, up to 3 years no interest. Get your savings on today at Furniture Row, home of Denver Mattress, your Tempur-Pedic elite retailer.
Monday morning, it's a moment to pause and remember local heroes lost in the line of duty. And then every little belly filled. That is the goal for a local school district, even on summer break. Join us beginning at 4:30.
Okay, now we're done with basketball, so we can talk about racing, right?
That's right. Kyle Larson at the Cup level has been dominant at MIS. We'll see if he can win his third in a row up there. Good weather, maybe Sunday, Jay?
Yeah, some showers. They'll be dodging them together. A little cooler in the north, warmer to the south, and they'll be here in the morning with the latest timing of those showers.
Kyle Larson, no relation. Right?
No relation.
No.
Okay. Not at all.
Make sure.
13 ABC Action News Good Morning starts at 6 a.m. with updates through Good Morning America.
Have a good day, everybody. It is Saturday.
Yeah, it's a good day.
This is home. Toledo's longest serving anchor team, leading through experience. Only on 13 ABC.